If you've ignored the HDFC BizPower Credit Card because you thought it was just another business card for paying GST and taxes, you may want to take another look. HDFC has quietly made one of the biggest improvements to this card by expanding its airline and hotel transfer partners. With the new Accor Live Limitless transfer ratio of 2 HDFC Reward Points to 1 Accor Point, the return on eligible 5x business spending can approach 14% in hotel value. That's an incredible number for a card that costs just 2,500 rupees plus GST every year. How does this card earn reward points? On ordinary eligible spending, BizPower earns 5 reward points for every 200 rupees spent. The real value of BizPower comes from its business essential categories. This is where the card earns 5x rewards. And unlike many business cards that only reward office supplies or fuel, BizPower actually rewards expenses that many business owners already pay every single month. These include income tax payments made through the official income tax portal, GST payments through the government GST portal, utility bill payments made through eligible SmartPay and Pays app channels, Google Ads, Meta Ads, business software purchased through Nuclei on SmartBuy Biz Deals, flights and hotels booked through Make My Trip My Biz, and purchases from Reliance Digital. For all these eligible categories, the card earns 25 reward points for every 200 rupees spent. If you transfer your reward points to Accor Live Limitless at the new 2:1 ratio, each HDFC reward point can be worth roughly 1.1 rupees in hotel stays, assuming a practical Accor redemption value. The card does not automatically give you 5x rewards on every GST payment, income tax payment, or business expense. First, you have to unlock those rewards. And here's exactly how it works. During every statement cycle, you must spend at least 25,000 rupees on eligible non-tax transactions. Notice the words non-tax transactions. Income tax and GST payments do not count towards this 25,000 rupee requirement. This is where many people get confused. They pay 1 lakh rupees in GST, expecting 5x rewards, only to discover they earned only the basic rewards because they never crossed the unlock requirement. Now here's the good news. The order of your transactions doesn't matter. Suppose your statement runs from the 1st to the 30th of the month. On the 5th, you pay 50,000 rupees in income tax. On the 15th, you buy 15,000 rupees worth of eligible SmartBuy vouchers. On the 20th, you spend another 11,000 rupees on Google Ads. By the time your statement closes, you've crossed 26,000 rupees of qualifying non-tax spending. Even though the tax payment happened first, it can still receive the accelerated rewards because HDFC checks your entire statement cycle, not the sequence of transactions. So don't worry about paying tax first or spending first. What matters is that everything settles before the statement closes. The accelerated rewards are also capped. The maximum accelerated points you can earn in one statement cycle is 7,500 reward points. That happens after approximately 75,000 rupees of eligible 5x spending. If you use SmartBuy frequently, accelerated SmartBuy rewards are limited to 4,000 bonus reward points every month. Within that, brand vouchers have their own monthly subcap of 3,000 accelerated reward points. There's also a daily cap of 2,000 accelerated SmartBuy points. The normal base reward points continue, but the bonus points stop once these limits are reached. Now let's quickly look at the exclusions, because this card isn't as generous as it first appears. Fuel doesn't earn reward points. Rent payments don't earn reward points. Wallet loading is excluded. Education payments are excluded, especially when paid through platforms like Cred, Check, or MobiKwik. Cash advances, interest charges, and fees obviously don't earn points either. If you later convert a purchase into Smart EMI, HDFC can even reverse the reward points that were originally credited. Pays app also has its own exclusion list. Finally, let's talk about one of the most valuable benefits outside the reward program, the quarterly milestone. If you spend 2.5 lakh rupees on eligible retail transactions during a calendar quarter, you'll receive a 5,000 rupee voucher that can be used on Make My Trip or Reliance Digital. That's an additional 2% return if you hit the milestone exactly. But once again, there's an important catch. Income tax payments don't count. GST payments don't count. Fuel doesn't count. EMIs don't count. Now let's talk about the biggest reason this card has suddenly become much more interesting. The transfer partners. HDFC has now added a much larger list of airline and hotel partners, giving BizPower cardholders far more flexibility. Let's start with the hotel programs. The standout partner is undoubtedly Accor Live Limitless. The transfer ratio is 2 HDFC Reward Points for 1 Accor All Point. You can also transfer points to Wyndham Rewards, IHG1 Rewards, Club ITC, and Radisson Rewards at the same 2-to-1 ratio. Marriott Bonvoy is available as well, although the transfer ratio is weaker at 3 HDFC Reward Points for 1 Marriott point. For most people, Accor will probably offer the highest and most predictable value. Unlike airline miles, where the value changes depending on the route and award availability, Accor has a fairly transparent redemption system. Every 2000 Accor reward points are worth 40 euros towards eligible hotel stays. That makes it much easier to estimate the value of your HDFC reward points. Now let's look at the airline partners. The card now supports Singapore Airlines, KrisFlyer, Flying Blue, United Mileage Plus, Avianca Life Miles, Turkish Airlines Miles and Smiles, Finnair Plus, Vietnam Airlines, Spice Club, and several others at a 2-to-1 transfer ratio. You'll also find British Airways Executive Club, Qatar Airways Privilege Club, Air India Maharaja Club, Air Canada Aeroplan, Cathay Pacific Asia Miles, Etihad Guest, and Thai Airways at a 3-to-1 ratio. That's a huge improvement compared to what BizPower offered earlier. But here's something I always recommend. Never transfer points simply because you recognize the airline logo. Always search for award availability first. Check how many miles you actually need. Calculate the taxes and fuel surcharges. Only after you've confirmed that the redemption makes sense should you transfer your points. Remember, loyalty program transfers are almost always irreversible. Once those points leave HDFC, you generally can't bring them back. Now let's compare the different redemption values, because this is where one reward point can have 4 completely different values. If you redeem your points as statement cashback, you'll receive just 15 paise per point. That's the lowest value option. If you redeem through HDFC's product catalog, the value can increase to around 35 paise per point. Through SmartBuy travel bookings, the value can reach approximately 50 paise per point. The business catalog can go even higher, with values up to around 65 paise per point. And finally, if you transfer to Accor and redeem efficiently, each HDFC reward point can be worth approximately 1.1 rupees in hotel stays.
If you are interested to apply for the credit cards, please check the affiliate link in the description.